Now, reading has been variously defined as a complex cognitive process of decoding symbols in order to construct or derive meaning. Findings, however, show that the reading culture in Nigeria has worsened. Correspondent Sharon Ijasan tells us what is responsible for this worrisome trend.
Reading used to be taken seriously in Nigeria, but that was many years ago. That was when the state and federal libraries thrived. Equipped with the right books, competitions were also held to ascertain a person's hunger for reading and how much of the book he read and understood. In Nigeria, a study carried out in 2004 revealed that 40% of adult Nigerians never read a non-fiction book from cover to cover after they finished school. But where did the country get things wrong?
Technology. There is already a paradigm shift from the hard book to online resources. But it's so unfortunate that when our children even use the online resources, they are probably not going to the sites that will benefit them. And I want to say, and I want to submit that how good you are in the art or in the habit of reading will determines what to make out of internet resources.
In a chat with TVC News, some students highlighted several challenges they encounter while trying to read.
Some distractions like my phone and TV, sometimes films, movies.
Peer pressure. Like some people might, maybe when you want to read, some people just are not in the mood to read and they just spoil your morale and all, and just, oh, okay, everybody's not reading, why should I read?
A visit to libraries across Lagos like this one shows poor attendance amongst visitors. Some have argued that it's due to the fact that most books on the bookshelf are not being updated. And library attendants argue that information technology rise has taken over everything. Chinyelo Huwando is a concerned parent and organizer of book reading club in her environment. She told TVC News that children should be introduced to reading early enough so that it becomes fun to them when they become adults.
We want the children to read as a form of duty, and we want them to read because we feel reading is what will help them. So it's coming from like a strict angle. The best way, not just the steps, is to make it fun. And to make it fun, you need to start very early.
A university professor shared his experience with TVC News on reading culture and explained the economic implications of improper reading culture amongst children and youth.
The ripple effect of not developing our educational system is that we remain underdeveloped. If you call China third world now, you are wasting your time because China is not part of the third world again. Canada, India is not part of the third world again. Research-wise, technology-wise, if you talk of information technology, all over the world now, India, India is the best. Go to anywhere, you see the Indians.
Lovers of book also opened up to TVC News where, in their view, Nigerians began to get it wrong when it comes to reading.
In the name of capitalism and market forces, they destroyed all the university printing presses. They destroyed all the government printing presses, so that if you have to print a naira, you must always go abroad to do so. Now, people who have allowed that to be the case are identifiable. When people are talking about a reading culture, they should always be linking that pursuit to the means of defending the reading culture. When you destroy schools and you destroy organizations that are productive within Nigeria, and you do not link the raw materials to the means for processing them within Nigeria, you are destroying the basis for anything that can be called a reading culture.
Families should spend at least 10 minutes reading books with their children. I think we can also recommend that to families in Nigeria. More importantly and more crucially, government also the guys in government need to spend more money to build libraries in local areas. Libraries in Ikoyi, library in Ajegunle, library in Agege, library in Ikeja, so that what you were saying earlier on will not arise at all. If you don't have money to buy these books, at least you can go to the library to read them.
Some scholars who spoke to TVC News urged government at all levels to sponsor literary works of young writers. They also urged corporate bodies to consider donating books to their libraries in the exercise of their corporate social responsibility. Sharon Ijasan, TVC News, Lagos.